Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. Like and share the video. And I'm gonna get into some of this nonsense. Basically, some of this I haven't there's some woman went on a date with some goofy dude to the Cheesecake Factory. Well, they pulled up and she didn't want to get out the car. It's some goofy ass shit. But I haven't seen the video, so I'm gonna look at it right now. It's some goofy ass shit. I don't I mean, what kind of guy would even put up with this nonsense? I wouldn't put up with this shit. I'd drop her off home. I wouldn't even go to the damn I wouldn't take her nowhere. But I'm gonna I think this the this the page. So let me share my screen. Check this bullshit out. So what's the here it is. Let me see. Goofy ass shit. Okay. Let's check it out together.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
Oh yeah. Fair use. Fair use. I gotta say that shit.
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
You're recording me?
Yeah.
Now, first off, I would never tolerate any woman doing a live streaming video while on the date. Any woman that's on the phone, no. I wouldn't even tolerate. This date would be over if it was me. But that's just me. You might be different. Let's continue.
Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you
Let's talk about it. What's she gonna say?
expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman, and
She's not a beautiful woman. She's all right. She's not a beautiful woman to me.
you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're
And I don't give a damn how she looked. I've never put up with this nonsense.
supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
I
went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
what did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay,
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again.
I don't know there
yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my plan where we were gonna go originally. See,
now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs.
Oh, she was late. Oh, she forgot to say that up front.
I understand.
For an hour, right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not.
Hey, if you were an hour late, I would be gone. I wouldn't be going on a date. That's just me. Let's continue.
Possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot. Waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, equivalent to that? I literally you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong.
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that.
No.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just want to call it a night? Isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
No.
Ladies, can you believe this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
He was out at the parking space.
He shouldn't have took you. He shouldn't have left with you in the first place. I would have left after about 20 minutes.
If I don't feel respected, I'm not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative.
Yeah, you were 1 hour late. Not 10 minutes, not 20 minutes. 1 hour late. You messed up all the plans that he had. Oh well.
Cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already said them, and you've broken every one.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You got to do what you got to do. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. The date is over. Hey, see, he's a nice guy. We wouldn't have never left her house if it was me. I gave you 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. I'm out. I don't like waiting around. That's just not me. I don't like waiting. I'm not saying you got to be sharp, but an hour? No. No, I can't do it. Not an hour. Not an hour later. Then no. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory anyway? I've been in the Cheesecake Factory like, I don't know, 2, 3 times. It's all right. And plus, I don't like her attitude. I wouldn't tolerate that. And I'm trying to think if I have ever had an experience like that before. No. I've had some experiences where she wanted to go where she wanted to go. And I was like, no, I want to go where I want to go. And she was like, all right, cool, whatever. So when we went to this, it was a bar and grill. And she started acting like she had an attitude, right? So I didn't like where the attitude was coming from because I knew she didn't want to be there. She wanted to go to the other spot. So you know what I did? I left. Yeah, I left her there. I left her at the bar and grill because I didn't like her attitude. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out of the bathroom, I went outside and I left. I left that broad there. Yeah, I don't tolerate disrespect like that. No. Here's the thing. Situations like that, I don't handle things the best as I should in situations like that anyway. So it's best for me to get the hell away from you because I'm not good in social situations like that. I can't, you know how some people go back and forth, arguing back and forth for like 30 minutes, an hour. I can't do that. It's not going to end well. No, I can't do that. So it's just best for me to excuse myself, just to get away from people that like to argue. I can't do that. And you know what happened when I left her at that bar? 30 minutes later, probably like 20 minutes later, she was calling me on my phone and I didn't answer. And that was the last time I ever seen her again. And she called me like 3 or 4 times, and she left a message the 4th time, cursing me out, calling me all type of bitches and whatever. I didn't care. What's she gonna do? She can't whip me. But I don't tolerate that nonsense. See, I have enough respect for myself not to tolerate that type of shit. You know, and I had another situation where I was supposed to meet this woman at a restaurant, and she showed up 30 minutes late. What attitude? Think about this for a second. How the hell you show up 30 minutes later with 30 minutes late with attitude? And then she's like, "Oh, I just got off the phone or whatever." She didn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late." None of that. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Show up with attitude. Didn't apologize for being late. Oh, okay. I think I know how to handle this. So I had a beer, right? I was drinking a beer. I had like a half glass of beer like this. You know, this a beer. This a beer. This type of a glass they have at bars, at restaurants too. So it was half full, right? So I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna finish my beer." So I went to the restroom. Same thing. I went in that restroom. I'm out, baby. That's right. That's right. We don't play around like that. Don't tolerate no disrespect. If I say 4:30, God damn it, you better call if you're gonna be late. Otherwise, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone. I'll give you a little. I'll give you 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. But if you don't call after 15 minutes, I'm gone. Trust and believe. I done it many times. I've kicked. Look, I can be a cold motherfucker sometimes now. But I can be cool. I can be very forgiving. I'll give you a second chance. Yeah, I'll give you a second chance. But you're gonna have to make up for that. I ain't gonna just give you a pass just because. Oh no, no, nope. I don't get down like that. I ain't no sucker. You know, nah. You know, but yeah, man. You know, I give you 10-15 minutes, but you better call, otherwise I'll be gone. You know, no. My time ain't no more valuable than yours. You know, I don't know what type of time they're on, but hey, man, I could be home. I could be doing something else besides waiting here, sitting down at the table waiting for you. No, you know. But yeah, man, it's like you can't tolerate that nonsense. And when it comes to setting dates, I want to go where I want to go. And if she don't like it, she don't got to go. It's simple as that. Now, if a woman calls me and say, "Hey, I'm at such and such at some bar, club," I'm like, "What? I'm not going down there. No, I'm not going down there. I don't even know you like that." That's, you know, unless it's some type of celebration, something like that, or somebody died, a funeral or something, a wake, emergency or something like that. But if it's just some regular bullshit, I'm not going down there. Your friends is probably down there bullshitting around. I'm not going down there. No. Now, I go where I want to go. And if she happens, you know, if she wants to go, cool. If not, that's cool too. She can do whatever she want to do. However, I might not be around. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. You know, look, you know, you do what you want to do, but don't expect me to be around. We all have free choice at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We all have free choice. You know, you know, I can be cold sometimes. I've kicked women out of my car because they got disrespectful. Probably twice that happened. Yeah, I don't like that tough talk and all that. Oh no, you got to get up out of here. One time I kicked the girl out on the side of the road on the interstate. I stopped the car. Hey, you got to go. Nah, I don't play. I kicked the girl out at the store, at the gas station, and on the interstate. When I say on the interstate, I'm talking like I pulled over, opened the door. I like, you got to get the fuck out. Yeah, yeah. I you know, I can be cold like that sometimes. If doesn't happen all the time. Nah, not all the time, but every once in a while, you gotta. I might have to curse somebody out every once in a while if they cross me in a way that I don't like. But that don't happen that often today. Most of the time, when it happens, it's usually some type of business, something that I'm doing or trying to do. So I might have to curse somebody out every once in a while. But I might have caught them in a lie or something like that. Or they might have lied on me, like that realtor did a couple of weeks ago. A realtor I was dealing with a couple of weeks ago, he lied, tried to say I said something that I didn't say. So I had to curse his ass out. You know, some people, man, the only thing they respect is aggression and violence. That's some people. That's all they respect. Some people you can't talk to everybody the same. There's some people, man, you can sit down with them and talk to them and have, you know, a nice conversation and explain what happened, and why, what you didn't like, and about what they might have did or what they said, and how y'all can work it out, right? Then there's some people, man, that if you try and sit down and have a nice conversation with them, that ain't gonna work. Because some people are broken. Some people are broken, man. You can't talk to everybody the same. You can't deal with everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Unfortunately, and unfortunately, we live in a world where there's a lot of broken people out here. And a lot of people aren't, you know, a lot of degenerates. A lot of people haven't fully developed as a man or as a woman. Some people don't know what a woman is. Some people don't know what a man is because they didn't grow up they didn't grow up looking at a man. They weren't raised by a man, and she didn't grow up being raised by a woman, so she don't know what a woman is. She don't know how a woman act. She don't know how a woman should carry herself. She don't know. You have to be taught. That's something that has to be passed down. A lot of people didn't have the best role models growing up, so they don't fucking know. You can't even blame them. You can't blame them most of the time. Some of the shit, the way they be acting, because they just don't know. They had bad role models growing up. They were raised by losers. The mom and the dad were losers. That's what they grew up looking at. They don't know no better. That's why certain guys tolerate and put up with a lot of stuff that they do. They just don't know no better. But I know better. Shit. I know a lot, but I don't say a lot. Less is more. You know, you dig? What up, Mike? Good evening. What up, Walter? Bro, it's been a minute. How you been? I'm doing good, bro. Good old Walter. The 305, baby. Yeah, a lot of people just don't know no better, man. You know, but I'm the captain of the ship. You know, I don't. You know, no woman is going to tell me where she want to go and all that whoop de whoop and dictate. Now she can tell me what kind of food she like. That's cool. You know, and depending on what type of food she like, that's the place that I'll pick out for us to go. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't get into all that. I want to go over here and I want to go over there. You can go, but I just won't be there. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If it's about going to a restaurant, if it's all about that, hey, you can go ahead. I thought this is supposed to be about getting to know each other. That's what I thought. You know, but hey, she can do what she want to do, but I just won't be there. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop anybody from doing anything. I just might not be around you. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I have an open door policy. People can leave anytime they want. They can cut me off. Have a nice life. I wish you the best. You know, I beg nobody to stay around me and talk to me. Like, hell, there's some people that I haven't talked to in fucking 20 years. Just call me like what? A couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? They've been trolling me online for years, but they just called me a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I forgive them. How the hell you gonna troll me online for years, but can't pick up the phone and call me? What type of shit is that, man? You know what I'm saying? But hey, I forgive them. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. I guess somebody told them that you can't call them. You got to troll them instead. This is what you're being paid to do. You know, it's that type of deal. I forgive them though. You know what I'm saying? I forgive them. You know, see, that's the type of stuff I can be a sucker for. I can be a sucker because I give people chances. See, I can be a sucker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm close to these people. They know me and I know them. So I can be a sucker sometimes for that type of shit. You know? But at the same time, I can be cold too. You know? So see, most of the people that have crossed me, they're always people that I know. I don't have problems with strangers. I have problems with people. If I have any problems, it's people that I know. I know these people. I know they're my cousins, my family, my sister, my brother, something like that, or a longtime friend, either in the military or before college or high school, something like that. That's where if something happens or I have any problems, these people that I know these people. This ain't a stranger. I never had a problem with a stranger. Never. Not one time. I ain't ever got robbed by a stranger. No. These people know me. People that stole from me. I know. These people know me. So my point is, you have to watch the people that you're around more than anything. So we're so busy watching. We're afraid of strangers and what they're afraid of you too. They're uncomfortable with you too. But the people around you, close to you, your friends, your family, they know you. They know if we fall out for whatever reason, they know I ain't gonna do nothing to them physically. I'll just cut them off. That'll be like the punishment. You know what I'm saying? but they know I ain't gonna physically harm them, and that's the thing. That's why I can be a sucker, for, and that in those regards. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna physically do anything to a family member. I'm not gonna attack a family member. You know what I'm saying? No. I'll just cut them off. And that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I get down. A lot of people have family members, they do attack them. Nah, that's kind of foul, I think. Just cut them off. That'll hurt them more than anything else. In most cases. God warned us about the ways of a woman. We will never know. Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of women broken. They just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, but just because you don't know, that don't mean I'm going to tolerate your bullshit. Exactly. I just keep the door open, just not the back door. You ain't doing that. Man, you crazy, Mike. Yeah, it's like God, that's funny. Oh man. But yeah, man, it's like yeah, I never had problems with strangers, man. Me thinking about what a stranger could do to me is the least thing that I ever have to worry about. It's been times where I knew certain people were trying to get over, right? And then I would come clean up and be like, look, man, let's cut the bullshit. We better than that, than this, man. What's up with this? What's up with that? And they'll be like, oh, I came into some tough times. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why you didn't say that in the beginning? You didn't have to lie. It's that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you got to treat me like you just met me last week? Like we don't know each other. And we've been knowing each other 10, 20, 30 years. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, if we're supposed to be cousins or family, why would you stab me in the back? I don't understand that. That's just I don't some people are just broken. Like I say, man. It's just, and you can't help everybody. Some people you're gonna have to just let them go or keep them at arm's length. And I ain't Captain Save 'em. I ain't trying to be a hero to nobody. No, I ain't trying to be a hero to nobody. Hell with all that. The people that want the game, hey, I'll tell them whatever I know. If I done it, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk about shit that I haven't done. But I ain't trying to convince nobody of nothing. Either you're in or you're out. Period. So hey, I'm gonna put the link in here, man. Maybe someone wants to come on and say what and tell me what they think about the video. But there's a lot of guys that tolerate nonsense, shit that they shouldn't really be putting up with. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of guys experience with women I can't relate to be honest. There's a lot of stuff I haven't had a lot of experiences that a lot of dudes had with women. I'm talking in a negative way, not the good way, in a negative way. That a lot of the disrespect that a lot of women do, I haven't really had problems like that. So I don't really, some of that shit I can't relate to. Like I never had a woman put her fingers in my face, and I never had experience like that. When I see that in like a video or something like that, I'd be like, is this shit a stage or they're playing around or what? I never had a woman like put her hand in my face, pointing like I'm some punk dude or something like. That never happened to me before. I never had a woman punch me or any of that stuff, or slap me or any of that stuff. Now I had some women try to. I probably 2 or 3 women. They talk that talk, but that was just talk. They wasn't gonna do nothing. What up, Mike?
Good evening, man.
What's going down? What's on your mind?
Nah, I think you're right about what you're saying about there's a lot of damaged people and things they haven't learned, but I also think it's an etiquette thing. I think I said that before.
Yeah,
Uh, in our community, we had it, but you can tell where it's broke down between communities that got devastated and communities that, were able to maintain some of that, or families, just whole families, you know. Um, it's just to survive in this country is it's really devastated our community though. But I
yeah.
don't know.
I think
It
as far as the I think you talking about etiquette and more you talking about like camaraderie, right? Like like that we know the neighbor next door. If you need
hmm.
anything, holler at me. If we go out of town, watch the house, that type of shit.
Well, it's not even just that. It's just that, say for instance, if and let's say this is back in the early '80s before any of this got to be an issue, and it probably was some issues beforehand. But somebody accidentally scuffing your sneakers. Does that really require somebody to shoot you at that time? But that we know that happened. And the seriousness of it. Some people don't see that as serious or anything with articles of clothing or anything important. They don't know anything about that, and they don't know how important those things are to you. Um, but from community to community, there's things. But I think that there are certain things as far as that we're not communicating to each other, and we're assuming that it's supposed to be this way. Plus, I
Oh
think
yeah.
TV's music, TV, movies, music, books, all that have different aspects that we're gleaning from, and we're assuming that's the way it should be for our communities or other communities, but that's a miscommunication,
Yeah.
and we need to wrap that up, So, and our community is very malleable when it comes to outside things, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Um, But I think it's time we, cinch that up, wrap that up. But
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's black etiquette books. I know we do. I think I've seen some before somewhere. I need to do more research in that. But I think also in looking at those things, we need to revamp something. We need to start over, get everything started over. Because either someone's taking advantage of what they're seeing, and also we need a new fresh look at it. New fresh build to everything. You know, there there's things that people keep doing, doing the same old, but you also can't just like say for instance, people keep picking with feminism, and I don't mind going at whatever this current feminism is. My mom had real feminism, my aunts and stuff like that. They're equals on the floor. They're equal on buying stuff and paying stuff. They never, they cooked, they cleaned, they did their things. They cared for their families. They didn't run out the door and sleep with everybody. They loved their husbands and their husbands loved them. You know, they didn't go out there doing all that mess. People could have, but they didn't. You know, they enjoyed family. Um, and that's why other people within our community and outside of it enjoyed my family. Like I think they enjoyed yours as well.
Yeah.
Um, because they never seen that lifestyle. They never seen it. And it didn't even matter what color it is. Sometimes they were like, oh wow. But I guess what I'm saying is that we need a refresh. I mean, I think every society and culture needs a refresh. But we're capable of doing it better right now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, whatever it is we got to do, let's do it. But I think that what's going on right now is not helping us. You know, and it's not just about regular intersocial communication or dating or whatnot. We need it up and down, like business, like whatever. It just needs to be done because just kicking it like this, and just letting it happen, letting it go natural, it's not working out. It's just not.
No, I think we're at a point in this country. Whatever you want, you have to move. You have to find it and move there.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, it's that too.
yeah. I think this is why I go back home more often because when I go back home, you know, yeah, I don't have to worry about anything. I don't gotta. Nobody's gonna rob me or scam me or take advantage of me. I
Hmm.
don't have to worry about any of that stuff when I go back home. And nobody cares about what I'm doing on the internet. Nobody cares about how much money I made last year. Nobody cares about what kind of car I got, what kind of car I drive, and nobody cares about what I got on. Nobody cares about none of that stuff. I'm
I thought you
nephew. I'm nephew when I go back home.
right. I thought you were living close to home, by the way. Now,
Huh?
I thought you moved closer to home now.
Yeah, like 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Used
I
to
was just
be,
curious.
no, Atlanta is 6 hours.
Right.
Yeah. When I go back home, I'm my aunts. I'm nephew. They don't
Right.
care nothing but none of that. The shit on the internet. They don't care about none of that stuff. We don't
Right.
even,
Right.
bro. We don't even talk about none of that stuff when I go home. That
Mm,
it's hey, you okay? Yeah, y'all doing all right? You
mm,
hungry? You know, how
right.
you doing? How you know, whatever. But they don't. That stuff is irrelevant. They don't talk about none of that stuff. You
No,
know,
they don't.
no, not at all. So it's like it doesn't really matter. You know, what matters is, hey, you know, they they care about me. They love me back home. When I go home and see my buddies that I went to high school with, we don't talk
Hmm.
about what's going on in North Carolina.
Hmm.
You know, hey, how you doing, man? You live in Texas? Okay, yeah, man. I'm gonna come check you out one weekend or whatever. You know, or you, or some of them still home. They never left, or if they
Hmm.
did leave, they came back home or whatever. You know,
Right.
because I think a lot of times they came back home because they miss that hospitality. That they miss that just people being just
Polite.
being a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
If you're living in a big city, especially up north,
Hmm.
you're not gonna get that. Everything is cutthroat, is all about business and who can get who first. You know what I'm saying? It's that type. It's very competitive. You know,
For no competitive for no reason.
yeah. You
And
know,
I'm like, I'm just like say for instance in that, it, how do I put this? We wind up getting either all the people who they're business minded but they're not social minded up here, or we'll get your hucksters from wherever it is. It doesn't matter what part of the country or the world. That's who we get. So I'm like, yo, huckster, why are you talking like that? Why are you doing like that? Why are you being like that? It's like you don't understand that I want to do business with you, but you acting funny. You sound funny. You're not moving right.
Yeah. And then you have
It's- and then you have people who is just you're serious, and I understand being cutthroat and everything, but this person over here is trying to do business with us, and you trying to sink him and wind up saying us at the same time. I'm like, seriously, how does that make sense? And then you're getting nowhere. But they apply this to the same the dating culture. They apply this to everything. And I'm like,
yeah.
you're getting nowhere. You're making it worse. You are making it worse.
Well,
Um,
because people have the herd mentality.
but it's like they don't have a social etiquette. They do
No.
not know how to deal with each other. They
No.
need a rule book to do it.
Yeah.
And hanging around them, I have to keep readjusting just to have to do business or talk to people, get stuff done. And it's just not no. But I tell you what, I did love. I love going to Texas. Every time I go to the South, the further south I go, the better people are. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm like, you, I'll be blunt like this. Even a white person would be racist as hell to me is being polite to me. More polite
Yeah.
to black people up
Yeah.
here than
Yeah.
there's a problem. I know you hate me. It's
Yeah.
okay, N word. You're fine. You're fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I understand y'all have problems with them, but I'm like, at least you're one being honest, and two, at least you're being polite. We can deal with everything later.
Yeah.
We
Like
can deal with everything later.
yeah, I give you an example. In Conway, South Carolina, that's where my brother live at, right?
Hmm.
He got a house out there, and where his house at is Confederate flags everywhere. And he stay across the street from I think a Dollar General, because Dollar General started building stores out in the middle of nowhere, out in the country, right? And his
Yeah.
neighbor got a Confederate flag, and every time I pull up over there, hey, how you doing, man? You still live in North Carolina? Racist as hell. But even they have
A certain
Southern
code.
hospitality, or they ain't want no problems with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Right, right.
The only way that a problem might come up is if you're affecting their daily routine or affecting their life in some type of way or whatever. But he's just a neighbor.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying? You work with them, that's a different story. You
right,
know, but yeah, but if you live in a big city, you're not gonna get that. You don't
right.
even, bro. I don't even know my neighbor. I
Yeah.
don't. I
No.
don't. I see him. I think they might have moved in there 6 months ago. I mean, I said
Yeah.
hello, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know her name.
But they're renting, which is another problem up here. Most people are renting. See, if it was a house and you permanent, then and that's a problem up here because it's hard to buy anything up here.
Oh yeah,
But then they'll be like nobody's working hard or doing whatever because they're having a hiring crisis. And I'm like, you must not be paying attention to what you're doing. No, you can't even barely pay for an apartment with one or two jobs of what y'all doing up here. And then you trying to drive people crazy. I'm like, no, no.
man.
The,
And the cost. Well, income is one thing. Man,
and cost of living going up.
I was talking to a lender the other day,
Hmm.
a lender and a realtor. They were
Hmm.
saying, man, most people can't even pre-qualify for the loan.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I said, damn. They said, they said I qualified. I was easy. I said, for real? They go, yeah.
They they, they worrying about all these different things, but the housing crisis and the pay. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the number one downfall of this country right now.
Oh
If
yeah.
those if those two things can get, but then again, you can't fix one without the other.
Oh yeah.
So I, if they actually look at it, that's probably the beginning of the downfall
Yeah,
because you
I
can't.
say if you want to fix crime, people need money.
They need money. Oh well, you can get this job. Yeah, paying what?
Yeah,
How
that's
much
another.
is how much is rent
Yeah.
here? Rent here for one bedroom apartment. I think the smallest I think I saw was $800 to $1,000. 700 if it's what's his name studio. And that's the last time I looked. I think that was 3 or 4 years ago.
No, they ain't the same no more. That price
And
went
that
up.
was and that was at people were the minimum wage was $7 an hour. Now you just do the math.
Yeah.
Can you afford
No.
that? You cannot afford that.
No. You're gonna be home. If you do pull it off, you're gonna be home a lot.
Right, right.
You ain't
But
gonna be able to do nothing.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping off topic, but yeah, yeah. But
You
you
can't
get what I'm
you
saying.
can't you can't even take a girl on a date.
No, not really. Not really.
I would.
But
I
they,
know. I know. I wouldn't.
but see, here's the other thing that's going on up here. Like say for instance here, since we jumped to that topic, I apologize. Um, what do you call it? The minimum wage now is like 20 something, 21 something or something like that. No, it's 15 or 14 something, right? So still too low. You you if you were making seven or anything underneath that amount, they're not raising people's money.
No, they're not.
So you've been working there for years and years and years and years. You love this job. You love where you're at. The amount of money is supposed to go up to 20 or something. That's minimum wage here in America. But they're not going to pay you. They're not trying to even do that.
No.
So they wonder why they're not getting people to work. But you're not taking anybody in. You raising the amount of different products. You you're you're not giving any insurance or trying to play the insurance game where they keep you under 6 months and then fire you or let you go because they're saying you're not meeting a quota that makes no sense. The state ain't backing you up as an employee. There's nothing wrong with not with backing up an employer, but if you're not helping an employee, how can you fully function? So I don't know what to say about it.
I think
It's just not right.
a lot of people gonna result to crime. They're already doing it.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't
Well,
make any sense. But then you can't get anybody to work there. But but as I've said to some people, I'm like, it's either you keep working for these people or start running your own businesses because you're doing you're doing the work already. And all these people, if you see some of these people, they're not doing any work. They're not even doing the paperwork. They're not doing the numbers. You're getting somebody else to do the numbers for you. All the stock and everything and order and stuff is done by the worker that's right there. So all the person's doing is providing the building. That's it. And checking if you're there. You could have owned your own business doing that. But once again, we go back to you can't get loans from banks. You also want investments, but you can't trust. You need to be able to trust each other. And I think that's a problem within the community. As once again going back, etiquette for to be able to understand how you can trust another person and how you can see
yeah.
it. Because these
And
are the things that we line up and see what's going on. And if you don't do this, we don't play well, you just screwed up. No, you need to shun this person or, don't do business with them because they're dirty. But
man, all
that's
you
not what
need,
happens.
bro, all you need is 2 to 5 people, bro.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
you need.
But I want 100.
No, that's too much.
Why?
That's
Because
too
of it,
much.
if I need 100, if I need what 100,000, I don't need that much from a
Now, if you
thousand
got
people.
okay, let's say you have 5 people. That 5 people know at least 100 people.
That is true.
That's
That
all you
is true.
need, bro. That's
That
all
is
you need.
true.
You don't need 300 people like the movie.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
No, you don't need 300 people.
But I just wanna be able, if I see something else going on, I wanted to be able to move fast. That people can trust me and keep it moving, or be able to trust somebody else and
Well,
keep it moving.
it's you got to keep in mind things are never going to be the way you would like it to be. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, I understand that.
That's
But I mean,
never going to happen.
other
So
communities are doing it. So I'm like, why can't we?
say that again
I said, other communities are doing it. Why can't we?
because we get sabotaged a lot.
Yeah, inside and out.
Yeah,
Inside
we
and
get
out.
sabotaged a lot. We get as soon as as soon as we start getting a little bit of traction, there you go. They go to the dummy. Go, your dummy's coming over here. I'm like, what you want? They'll send they'll be somebody you know too. It ain't gonna be no stranger.
Uh,
It's never a stranger. Just like I was saying, bro, I never had a stranger do anything to me.
mm,
With these people that I know them, I've known them for a long time. It's and they'll come out and tell me later, years later, what happened, and I like, okay, whatever. I ain't worried about none of that shit. I was
yeah,
I was talking about I'm just I'm not doing nothing illegal, so I don't give a fuck.
right.
So
And I don't,
it's never a stranger, bro.
right. A- And with that chick, I don't understand what she was thinking. I honestly don't.
Well, she just
I guess I, I think
oh
she just wanted to free me. I don't even know whether to take that whole thing seriously. I
well.
wonder if it's a skit.
See, I was saying that. I was saying that. I was like, some of the stuff that I be seeing online, you can't really take it serious because I don't
Right.
really know if this is this a this is this a somebody just playing around or because
You
number one, if if I would never tolerate a woman streaming live on a date.
hmm
No, no,
right,
no, no, no.
right, right.
You got to
No.
get the fuck out of my car with that. No, I don't play around like that. No.
Didn't weren't you the one that said don't date an influencer anyway?
Say what?
I think it was you that said don't date an influencer.
No, I don't date them.
Mm,
No, I don't date them because a lot of those women are delusional. They
yeah.
actually think that their followers are what they saying is actually real. I'm like, what? You actually believe this bullshit they saying to you? Most of these guys are tricks. They'll say anything to you online. They actually feed into the lie.
And
They
then
they actually believe that okay, let's say she has a bunch of followers, right? And when
right.
she go out in public, every once in a while you might see somebody that seen her online. They actually think that they're like a kind of like a celebrity. I'm like, what? I don't. They want to be. Some of these people actually they feed into that. They actually want to. They like the attention. They actually want to be famous. They
Mm,
actually somehow want to one day want to end up in Hollywood or something like that.
mm,
I'm like, I never even thought about it like that. I was just trying to find a way to connect with people to build something in this crazy world. I never even looked at it. I know I wasn't even thinking about Hollywood when I came online.
Has anybody approached you about that
Yeah,
since then?
yeah. I met people that said, hey, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. You're supposed to be way ahead and in other areas. You still online talking about dating advice with these dumb guys. And I have people say stuff like that. These guys ain't gonna listen anyway. They stupid, dumb, ignorant.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've
I
had
have
people
used
say shit like that.
I have used several of those tactics and watched. I was just like, yeah, I get you.
So there's people that actually, there's a lot of women that you call them influencers, whatever you want to call them, IG girls, whatever. I would never date them.
Mm,
No, never. It's like they actually they can't separate the internet from real life. They actually think that, hey, these people actually like me. They say I look uh like I'm a dime or something. I'm like, what? You actually get caught up in all that shit people say, whatever. Okay, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? And one time I went to an event in a conference one time, and there's this one girl. I don't even see her online no more. She probably not. She probably took a job or something like that. And she was walking around with security. I'm like, what? Why you got security, yo? Who?
who's threatening you?
I don't know. I'm like, I asked, and then she was acting like. Now keep in mind, I chatted with her, sent emails back and forth for months, almost a year, right?
hmm
And when I met her, she acted like she didn't know who I was. I'm like, oh, you're that type. You weird. Now she seen pictures of me and all that shit before we met. Now all
Right.
of a sudden I was like, hey, you don't remember who I am? And I showed her, hey, this is I gave her my screen name and everything.
hmm
Like, okay, yeah, whatever. And she got security. I'm like, what the hell? That's when I was like, yo, some of these people are socially
Weird.
awkward and delusional.
Right.
So that's when I was like, yeah, I don't take none of these people serious unless I have to meet them in person, like for real, and have a serious conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So it's different online now. A lot of people have um they be into all kind of weird shit, man. It's like I mean, a lot of it I can't talk about on here, but it's like I'm like, you into that shit? Oh hell no. I'm not doing all that shit. Especially if you go on sites like Twitter or X now, whatever. And
Yeah.
they is doing anything on there. I'm like, man, I'm like, you ain't rap too tight, is you? It's like, and see, this goes back to what you were just saying. When people are in the struggle, man, they do
hmm
anything.
Ah,
And
I
then,
mean, they,
and don't tell me that they end up doing adult videos and stuff like that. And don't tell me you doing it for money, because you ain't making no money.
not these days. No.
They justify it and say, "Oh, I'm doing OnlyFans. I'm doing this." You ain't making no money in the
I mean,
beginning.
even the regular stuff, I don't think they're making any money like that. That's
No, it's
horrible.
only like top 15, 10%. That's usually how the math goes on all these platforms. Unless you're somebody like me where you just make it work.
Right. Right.
But it ain't a lot of people like me that do what I do for and almost get no views.
But you still get views. It's
Yeah,
It's on
but
the back end.
exactly. But there ain't too many people like me. If
Right.
think about this. If
But
somebody
wait. Before you say anything else, I just want to warn you. The notifications are not going through. I sat there and watched. They're making they're shadow banning.
exactly.
Notifications are not going through.
Yeah. They
The
start
last 4 times I tried to get, I notified. I waited. I sat there, kept looking at my phone, looking for it to notify me. It did not do it. They are effectively shadow banning
exactly. They did it like 3 years ago. This is
you.
why I started a new channel.
And
And
I can do screenshots for you. I can send them to you.
yeah,
They're they're they're
that's why I started a new channel. They ain't got nothing to do with dating advice.
mm,
And you know what's funny? The new channel gets more views than this one. Now you tell me something ain't right.
oh man, what's the new one? What's the
Online
new?
online marketing secrets.
Oh yeah. I gotta look at that.
Yeah, I get more views than this one, bro.
Because I was thinking of doing a thing that would look at the people's different business ideas and try it. That's different than what everybody else does. It's not just, trying to get the giving out business ideas. We're like, okay, let me see this. Let me try it out. Let me
Yeah,
take the money I got. Let me see if what you're saying works out. How do I do it? What do I do? All
yeah,
right, let's
and
walk through this
plus,
and try.
and then one of the best things I like is a lot of people that I interview. I'm basically getting to know them while I'm
Right,
recording,
right,
and it's
right.
like this the best of the best in any field, from real
Mm,
estate to being a writer to starting Fortune 100, 500 companies, uh,
mm.
hedge fund owners, you name it.
Damn.
Even the damn OnlyFans girl. Uh, even a chef. I'll interview my barber in the next couple of weeks. You
They
know,
make so much money. It's not funny.
yeah, you know what I'm
It,
saying.
it
So, I,
strippers and barbers. They
yeah,
give me 500 a week, 500 a day to 500 a week. Yeah, and it all depends on the day of the month, week of the
yeah,
month. Yeah.
yeah, and the people that I interview, I mean, people can. I mean, a young person can listen to what we're talking about, and they can get started like next week. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
This ain't something that most of the stuff that I talk about, you don't got to go to college for.
Nah.
No, unless I haven't interviewed. Have I interviewed a doctor yet? No, I haven't interviewed a doctor yet. No, but unless only thing you probably need some type of certification is to be a realtor. Real
Mm.
estate. But other than that, most of the stuff people that I bring on, man, you don't got to go to college for none of this shit. You know, you just probably need a certification or something like that, but you can get started next week.
Mm.
And plus, I get to know these people when they come on. Some of them I hit it off with, some of them I don't. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? You said that I should put out or consistently put out something like if I do something like that for what do you call those a YouTube thing?
Yeah.
What was it? You said every day or was it once on schedule
Oh,
for what
I
two or
think you
three
talk.
months?
Oh, you talking about a 90-day blitz? I call it a 90-day blitz.
Big blitz.
Yeah. You when I said if you really want a lot of uh if you really want your channel to take off, do
Hmm.
one video every day for 90 days straight. That's what I
That is
did.
crazy. That
Yeah,
is crazy.
I did that for 90 days. I did it 2 times
Mm.
on 2 different channels. And what it is 10 of those videos gonna pop off. I don't know when it's gonna pop off, but 10 of those videos are gonna pop off. If you do one video a day straight for 90 days. Yep, 10 of those videos gonna pop off. It's gonna pop. It has to. That's usually how it go, you know. And if the videos don't gotta be edited, I wasn't even editing back then. I was just putting up raw video from my cell phone at the time. I didn't even I didn't even have a desktop back then. I had a laptop, and it wasn't reliable either. Used to heat up
Right.
sometimes, whatever. So I would do videos on my cell phone and upload it straight from my cell phone to YouTube, and then I would open my laptop computer and then put all the info and put the title in there and everything, and I would click it to go live. I did that 90 days straight the first time, and I saw that, okay, this is taking off. It's picking up steam. And then I waited. I took a break for like
Because you were hitting 250 to 600,000 at one point, right?
what?
For the first one that I remember you having, like
Oh, well,
2013, maybe 2014.
yeah. Well, you talking about views on videos?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. At one point on this channel, I had, on average, I would get 10 to 20,000 views on average.
Yeah. But I remember one that was like in the 200s or something like that.
Yeah, that was the some videos had 100,000, 200,000, and one got over 1,000,000 views.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The one I saw one for 600,000
Yeah,
at the
that's what I'm talking about. Those are the 10 videos that pop. Because sometimes I would upload a video and it would get 5,000 views in like 2 hours. But it would never, most of them would never get over 10,000. But if it pops, it at the end of the week, over like say 5-6 days, I would have 100,000, 200,000 views. But those are the top 10% of videos. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But that's what's gonna happen if you do the 90-day blitz, uploading one video a day. I know some people would do 2 videos a day like that, but that's too much for me. That's too much. 2 a day. That's kind of pushing it. But I do one of those. I would do one of those a day, and it's gonna take off. And then after that 90 days, I went down to 2 videos a week. Because you're gonna have so many videos in rotation. It's like it's gonna become like a machine, and the only way that momentum could stop if somebody stop it manually. That's how I know I got shadow banned.
Seriously.
You can't go from 10, 20, 50,000 views a video down to 200 unless somebody done something. No. And then I'm using this, and then I'm starting a new channel doing the same thing. I ain't changing nothing. It's just a different, same tactics, different topic, or sometimes it might be the same topics, and the channel take off. So it ain't me. It's the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But if you send a message to YouTube, hey man, what's up with my video, my channel, whatever, they're gonna be like, hey, they'll get politically correct, and some old clown is gonna send you a script of what he or she's supposed to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's that's because I knew things were gonna change anyway when I saw these celebrities and these big companies started coming online. I knew it was over.
Because they were going to try to cut y'all out.
Yeah. So I already knew ahead of time what was going to happen anyway. I wasn't surprised. Because
But I think I said, go ahead.
Because they deleted like 5 of my channels.
Damn.
Yeah. No notice.
But I'm surprised somebody hasn't. Well, I think there's a couple other ones, but to build another thing like YouTube, I think Twitch is, but it's not.
Yeah,
And they've done the tick.
There's a couple of them out there. Yeah, there's a couple of them out there.
Because I think OnlyFans tried to do that, but it wound up going.
OnlyFans lost half of the people they had. They had to go back. They had to go back and open that thing up. They lost half of their clientele. Oh God.
I'm on OnlyFans. Wait a minute. Because it was for something else, right? It was for something else.
I don't know how.
I think it actually had stars on the channel or something like that. Movie personalities and whatnot.
I don't know how I got started. I don't know. But I know the game is rigged on here. It's rigged big time. It's not like they change the rules when they want to change the rules, and they pick on who they want to pick on. Basically, you got these girls on these other channels talking about all the nasty, filthy things they be doing in the video, and it get a million views. And soon as they think I'm insinuating something even close to what they're saying, they're ready to pull the video down. So they make up the rules as they go, man. That's how it is, and they pick on who they want to pick on. It's too many double standards. That's why I started a business channel. So it's nothing really they can say. They can say, well, I don't like the person you had on there. Okay, whatever. But they can't say what I'm saying is not business related. It is 100% business related or whatever, So it's, I don't have to, plus it's like I use the audio for podcasts and, I do the same thing here as well, but it's just less, plus it's easier to get people to come on. I don't have to ask people to come on. People volunteer to come on all the time. So, and plus at some point, I'm going to have a live event, a live business event at some point in the near future. And some of those people, I can get them to come on. I can get them to go on stage and speak. You know what I'm saying? But I'm too early for that now. But at some point, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But that's about it, man. It's like it's dog and dog out here, man. They ain't playing fair.
put the
Hey,
link down for that other. Put
huh?
the link down for put a link down for your other page, please.
All right,
Your
man.
other channel.
All right, yeah. It's dog and dog out there, man. They ain't playing fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. And I wish I wish there was some fair play out here. It ain't. You know,
No,
not at all, man. What the heck? I was talking to oh no, not that's LinkedIn. I was talking to oh, this is all LinkedIn. Jeez Louise. I was talking to come on. To my realtor. Not realtor. Uh the lender,
hmm
right?
yeah,
They think they think is that no, that's not it. They think I'm Latino. Yeah.
that is quite all right.
That's a yeah. That's hilarious. No, this happens all the time though. This is not like it's not like something that happens every
It's
once in a
brand
while.
new.
Huh?
Mm,
This happens
nothing new.
all yeah, this happens all the time. It's not new. But I think it's just hilarious where they treat me they go out of their way to do certain things sometimes.
Hmm
And I know it's not um it's not really a part of the job description or whatever. You know,
hmm
like what the hell? But I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah, it's weird, man, how people do this. They like people want to, they do things without even thinking about it. They don't people on, most people are on autopilot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like when I tell, I posted the link down here. Like
yeah.
when I tell, if I meet a Latin chick, it don't matter what country she's from, and I tell her my first name, you be like, what? Or before they even see me, if we're on the phone or maybe they're looking at my application or paperwork or something like that, they just assume, he Latino. Oh, okay, whatever. And then they'll meet me in person. They'll be, oh, he didn't look the way I thought he would look. So his mom must be, you know, they be trying to come up with some type of way to. How come your name is what it is? You
My
know,
mom liked the name.
yeah, you know. So I use it to my advantage most of the time.
Mm,
But I
mm.
think it's hilarious though. It's hilarious, man. How like people just assume that based on my name that I must be Hispanic or got some type of Hispanic parent.
Mm.
Man, but that's the world that we live in, though, man. That's the world we live in, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Yeah, but this country's real weird about it though. I can't. No, no. It's just too weird.
It is.
You go outside of here, and you. I got cousins and whatnot working over there. They don't do this stuff. They really don't. As long as you
No,
work hard.
yeah, but here's a problem that I have
Hmm
outside of North America.
hmm
It's a whole new set of problems.
Yeah, yeah. But can you deal with those problems?
Shit, I don't want to deal with most of them. I don't have the patience like I used to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's kind of I'm kind of in between a rock and a hard place. If let's say, I lived in Japan, while I was
Mm-hmm.
in the military, or whatever.
Right. Right.
I was like, I can't see myself living over here for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, it's a very difficult place to live. And if I move somewhere else, how am I gonna make a living over there?
That is true.
That's the first thing I think when people start saying, "Hey, you want to move to Colombia or move to Brazil?" Yeah, what I'm gonna do when I get there? What I'm gonna do to make a
Mm.
living?
That's true. That's true.
You know?
But you know what? You should be fine though. You work remotely, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, but I'm talking like, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
what I'm gonna do my day to day. I mean, I'm not the type to just be sitting around like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I
But then
just
at the same time, that's another thing problem about this country as far as Western countries are concerned. Everybody's able to travel more than we can or we do. I mean, I'm like, of course, their countries, some of them are closer or whatnot. But then again, they'll be going to Bali or going to South America or whatnot cheaper than us, and I'm trying to figure out how that's possible. You know, if we're supposed to be so great,
if
I'm
it's
like,
supposed to be
how does that
what?
happen? If we're supposed to be so great, why is it cheaper for them to fly than us?
Well, over here, everybody. This is capitalistic. Well, I would say it's more capitalist over here than any place else. I would say that. But
But for a flight,
yeah, yeah, yeah. In those other countries, you're right. Flights is not as high. That's true. You
I mean,
know.
it's insane. I'm like, the euro ain't that much higher than us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. But a lot
And
of
I'm
that's
like,
done. That's done, a lot of that's done on purpose. The high prices.
what to keep us here?
Yeah, keep certain people from going. That's done on purpose. It's the same idea as like moving in certain neighborhoods. It's the same thing, same concept. The price is so high, it ain't but so many people can move in that neighborhood.
Hmm.
It's the same. It's the same idea.
Oh yeah. I will say that they're doing some fishy stuff right now. Check
Yeah.
out that one dude called Johnny Somali they had in Japan recently. That that's dirty. That's dirty. I'm like, I don't even want to go into it. You look it up, and I'm like, first of all, how come he didn't get kicked out of the country? And then second of all, how come the U.S. didn't grab him and throw his ass out or grab him and be like, he's
Well,
got to go?
he's just a
I
random
don't.
dude that's traveling.
He's been staying over there for years, but like, say for instance, was this one day he's on the subway train talking about atomic bombs and bombing people or bombing Japanese or whatnot. And I'm like,
He's just trolling.
right. Now, I'm
Oh,
not saying trolling doesn't happen,
oh yeah.
right? But the way this was done, I don't know how to explain it. And then you look at him, saw a few videos he had, and I'm like, that's not what you do. You
Is he
know,
is he
you
married
don't,
to Japanese?
no.
No.
And then they're trying to put it on us. He's an African American. I'm like, yo, you. I don't even know if he's a
Probably
recent immigrant or whatnot. And
he's probably
that's
not.
another.
He's
And
probably he's probably a foreigner.
yeah. So that's another thing I want to point out too. A lot of people in foreign countries that are saying they're African American, that are acting stupid on YouTube, are
They're
really
not.
not from here.
No, they're not.
Originally, they weren't born here. Then you
Exactly.
going over there to these other countries and acting a fool. And the moment something goes wrong, you looking for your original embassy.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they will take care of you and take you home, and
Yeah.
nothing will be wrong with you. And then we get the flack. And
Yeah. I
I'm
don't know.
like, I'm not saying there's no African Americans acting funny over there, but there's things you don't do and don't say because we know better. One, we're by ourselves. There's nobody gonna rescue us. You on your
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man. When I tell people, if you go to Japan, if you have any problems, it's gonna be with another foreigner.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
the problem gonna be. It ain't gonna be with no Black American. It's gonna be with some African or Russian. But them dudes be hating over there, boy, big time.
mm,
That's been my experience, and I've talked to people that's still over there. It's the same thing. It ain't changed. It ain't. It's the same old, same old. They lie to the girls and tell the girl, man, don't talk to the black Americans, man. They'll cheat on you and give you a disease and all kind of bullshit. They be telling the girls, you know. I'm like, man, this dude's insecure, man. You know, and uh, and you know, when you're walking in the streets of Tokyo, we know who's who. The dudes
yeah,
know, hey, he ain't one of us. He's Black American. So they 9 times out of 10, they're not going to speak to us if we walking
mm,
down the street. Because a lot of these guys
yeah,
be standing at the red light, passing out flyers and shit. You
yeah.
know. Oh, that's just how that shit is, man.
Ah, ah.
When we come around, people get insecure because they girl looking at us. It's always like that, bro. It's and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
I,
I don't see
I
it
don't
changing
know.
anytime soon. Especially if you tall. Oh boy.
Uh,
Yeah, especially if you tall. You know, because I'm like 6'2". So a lot of Japanese girls, they like tall guys. So if you're a little African dude from Kenya, you let's say you 5'4", a little squirt, and your girl is probably about the same height as you, she gonna be looking up at, oh, okay. Oh, he's very tall.
uh,
That'll make him insecure if y'all on the train together. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because
So,
that goes into another thing for me. I'm like, somebody look at me and be like, you just trying to pick up these girls. I'm like, I'm 5'7" and something, maybe almost 5'8". How am I going to pick up one of these girls like that? It's not I'm not going to be like running through these girls or anything like that. They don't
yeah.
look at me like that. They don't look at me like that.
And the funny thing is, whenever I'm in Japan
Hmm.
and if I'm walking down the street, if I see another Black American, we'll speak. That happens all the time.
Yeah, but it used to not be like that, didn't it? For a minute, like where they would just, bobbing their heads or something like that.
I don't know. I can't say because I went in the '90s for the first time, and the
Uh,
last time I went back was 2016. So I don't know how it was before the '90s. I don't know, but I know it's still like that to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when we're in another country, when we see each other, we embrace each other, right?
right, right.
But when we're
Mm,
here in North America, it ain't really like that
mm,
so much.
right, right.
and I've some people was like, hey, why do you think that is? I said, I think it's because the environment over here is a very fast paced, toxic,
Toxic.
cutthroat, environment over here. There's too much shit going on over here.
Well, I think also the other thing is it takes a different type of I don't want to say human being. I would say a different type of African American decide to just bounce out.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You're not. You're not looking for trouble. I think that's the other thing I want to say. You're not looking for trouble when you bounce out.
Plus,
Where these. That's why I'm like, this other dude ain't from here,
yeah.
because, like
Yeah.
I said, you don't have a backup, and that's not your
Exactly.
mindset. When you
Exactly.
leave here, that's a extreme risk.
Yeah. And plus, just like you said, we're by ourselves. Them
Right.
Africans ain't gonna help you if you need some help.
Shoot.
No,
You be all by yourself.
you by yourself. Even all you got is hopefully good conversation, charm, charisma, wit. That's all you got out there.
Right. Right. Right.
So, when we see each other, you be like, oh, you out here? Okay. What's up, man? What's your name? Where you from, brother?
Right.
And that's how it is, man. Unfortunately. But all right, man. Thanks for coming on. I'm about to jump off here.
Yeah, I think I got you on 2.5 hours, 3 hours, don't
An hour and a half.
All right, man. Wait a
All right.
minute. You owe me 30 more minutes. All right, bud. I'll talk to
Peace.
you later.
Peace,
Bye.
peace. There you have it. Another episode. Like, share this episode. And don't forget to check out my new channel. If you about that business, if you about making money and all that good stuff. The link is in the chat. So until next time. I'm out. Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I